Hello everyone. This is going to be the first video on Project Share. It's just designed to cover some of the basics about what it is. Before we begin, I want to make two just sort of caveats. The first one is everything that I talk about here is true, at least as far as I know it right now. If I find out something different, I will update everyone, but this is the latest information I have about Project Share. Also, the things that I'm going to be talking about are specific to Cy-Fair ISD in Houston. If any other teachers stumble across this, I can't guarantee that the things I talk about will necessarily apply to you in your district. So, with that being said, let's get started. Now, the purpose of this video is to talk about three things. What is Project Share? What can I do with it? And why are we doing this? Why are we making a move to Project Share? So let's get started with the beginning. What is Project Share? Well, the first thing is Project Share is not a website. Project Share is what would be referred to as an online environment. Now, the best analogy I can make is to relate it to Facebook. Most people are familiar with Facebook, and you wouldn't say that Facebook is just a website. You can do much more on Facebook, share photos, chat with friends, network. So, same goes for Project Share. It's not just a website that you go out and look at. It can do much more. Project Share is provided by the state of Texas. It is funded by a federal grant, and we'll talk more about that in just a minute. And it is something that all public teachers in the state of Texas will have an account. So, every public school teacher in the state of Texas should have a Project Share account. Alright, so now that we know kind of what Project Share is, the question is, what can I do with it? Alright, the first thing Project Share does for you is it provides you a website. So you now will have your own web address, your own spot on the web. You can give web addresses to students, teachers, colleagues, whatever. Some of you were saying, but we already have a website, we use SchoolWires. Yes, that is true. But in Cy-Fair at least, Project Share is going to be used to replace SchoolWires. Now I know that's kind of a pain. Some people are just getting used to using their SchoolWires page on a regular basis. We'll talk about exactly why Project Share is going to replace SchoolWires in just a minute. But I do just want to throw out there that my experience with Project Share over SchoolWires has been positive. I think the SchoolWires interface is a little bit clunky. It's not easy to use in some cases, and I think that Project Share does seem to work a little bit better. So yes, it's kind of a pain to move to this new system, but overall I think it's going to be better. Project Share will also allow you to create an e-portfolio. E-portfolio is basically an online resume. If you conduct any research or have anything published, you can put it online. Special projects, anything that you want to share with others, you can put online in your e-portfolio. If you are then going out job hunting, seeking another position, you can give the prospective employer your web address and they can go to your e-portfolio and see whatever you have uploaded there to show off. Professional development. The state of Texas is planning on pushing professional development through Project Share. So because every public school teacher in the state will have one of these accounts, it's easy access from the state of Texas out to the teachers. So if there's anything they need all the teachers to know, they plan on pushing it out through the Project Share system. Project Share will allow for statewide collaboration. Because every teacher in the state is going to have an account, theoretically all of the 5th grade science teachers in the state can all collaborate with each other. They can share files, talk about lessons, share videos, and just generally talk about what they do in their classroom for their subject. Project Share allows for the creation of groups. What is a group? Well, let's say that all the teachers at Tips Elementary are going to do a book study. You could create a group called 2011 Tips Elementary Book Study. All the teachers participating in the book study can join the group, And then each group has its own tools. It'll have a discussion forum where you can share ideas and comment on each other's thoughts. It has some shared folders where you can post documents or links, and then the entire group can explore them. It has chat features. So this is essentially a way for people to interact and talk about a particular topic. You could create a group for your own specific grade level and your own specific subject. So all of the 4th grade science teachers at Tips Elementary can create a group, and then we can all share materials. If there's a video that I find interesting and I think other people would benefit from, I'll just post it in the group, and then the other teachers can go get it too. And the big one that I'm most excited about, and I think is going to be really significant, is Project Share allows for the creation of online lessons. So for example, as a teacher, I can go online, I can create a lesson. Students are going to have logins for Project Share, which, by the way, will solve our problem of those of us that want our students to have email addresses. So students will then be able to log into Project Share with a student account, go to our website or my website as a teacher, go through the lesson, do all the things I ask them to do, watch the video, go to this website, do this activity. They can then take tests and quizzes online, they can post responses, they can submit written assignments, and it's all done electronically. Similar to if you've ever taken a course at a college or a university or used a Moodle, similar to that, but now this is going to be an opportunity for us to interact with our students that way. Why are we doing this? Why are we making this move to Project Share? Well, on the first level, this is something the state is doing, and so as state employees, it's part of our job. Remember I talked about that federal grant. Project Share is being funded by a federal grant, so that means that it's free, sort of, on some level. Yes, we pay for it through our tax dollars, but it's free in the sense that our district doesn't have to pay for it. Now this is the reason they're moving away from school wires to make use of Project Share. Right now, Sci-Fair has to pay school wires for our web space, but since this is being provided by the state, this is an opportunity for us to save some money. So there you go. There's your basic introduction to Project Share. It's just an online environment that's going to allow for collaboration, online lessons, and professional development that's being provided by the state to all of the teachers. I hope this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, email me. And like I said earlier, if I find anything new or if I find out I've made a mistake on here, I'll update you and let you know. My next couple videos are going to be over some very basic Project Share stuff, how to sign on and make sure your account is activated, how to create your simple home page that everybody will see. Alright, thank you very much.